Hello, hello, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina, and we have some cards here, so let's jump in. We have the King, the Prayer, Kairos, Mountain, the Fault Line, the Crone, the Dead End, and the Underworld. Cancers. Honestly, what I want to say, Cancers, is that y'all have just kind of been watching from a distance, just like something fall apart. And part of me doesn't want to I kind of want to say maybe you were like, is this ever going to end? You know what I mean? There's this real feeling of fucking doesn't seem to matter how many times we crack this thing, it won't break. You know what I mean? And feeling kind of stuck in that, right? Because I kind of want to say that whatever it is that you found yourself connected to, in a real way, and, obviously take this how it resonates, Cancers, but I feel like there's just this idea of, like gaslighting, honestly. I feel like there's just, people in your life who are, they'll mock you, they'll tear you down, they'll do all of these things. And here's the thing, Cancer, and I know my Cancers know this. Listen, people will get upset with you for how you react to the way that they treated you and completely bypass the way that they treated you, right? And they'll get mad at you and they'll ridicule you, or they'll do these things. They will drag your name through the mud. They will not give two fucks. And I feel like you just kind of you got to a place where you were like, okay, I already know not to expect anything from this person. I've been knowing this person was a shitty person for a long time, right? And that's not to say that they're an awful person across the board, but there comes a point in time where your actions start to dictate your character, right? I mean, I had this conversation with a friend the other day about Tom Cruise. And he loves Tom Cruise, and I don't. And earlier this year, he really wanted to go see Top Gun, and I was like, okay, I support you doing this, but I'm gonna bow out because I just can't support this man. He literally says that women don't actually suffer from postpartum. He literally kept his children from their mother due to religious reasons. And I'm like, that motherfucker hits me close to home. You know what I mean? I can't fuck with him, and I can't support him, and and you do what you need to do. That's fine. And this is somebody who I have a lot of respect for. He's very smart. He's very successful, but there were just points in our relationship where it was just we just don't agree. We just don't agree. We just don't agree. We just don't agree. You know what I mean? And it's kind of it got to a place where it's I know eventually this is going to fall apart. I really love this person. They stimulate my mind. They make me really happy, in some areas, but then in other areas, I'm just I know that this would never work. I know it just can't, I gotta let it go. But also just kind of not really being able to let it go. And I share that as an example. Obviously this can resonate in many different ways. It could be a job that you keep going back to and you're it's not the worst job in the world, but my boss is kind of an asshole and he doesn't ever really listen to anybody when they share their ideas, and he micromanages and then doesn't do take care of it. He can't fucking pay you on time, but he can bitch at you about the trash being taken out. I'm sorry, what? You know what I mean? There are so many ways this could resonate, Cancers, but really and truly, I get the feeling that you're just kind of you've been sitting back and you've been waiting for the end of something to occur. And I think anticipating it and thinking, maybe this will be the time, maybe this will be the time, maybe this will be the time. And it was never the time. And yet, I feel there's a decision that you're making, Cancer, that is and whether it's somebody who's gaslighting you or it's somebody who, you just acknowledge, I like you, but also this is never going to work. It can play out in any different scenario. Take it how it resonates. It depends on my Cancer and what's going on in your life. It could be something where you really do have somebody who just who legit is gaslighting you every single turn. You know what I mean? And you're just like, wow, this person just like wants me to question my, like the importance of my existence. You know what I mean? Like this person wants to, in a way, I feel like be competitive and destructive. Um, Take it how it resonates, you know? Um, you also have the crone and the prayer. And I kind of feel like cancers, I mean, you guys are the mother, you're the maternal. You know, and I feel like there's kind of this idea of like, okay, you know what? At this point, we've gone through this enough that like I know that I want something so much more than what this person is even capable of offering me. And I gotta start making decisions on behalf of my value, not other people's value. Like this isn't about how valuable you are. Great for you. You know what I mean? Like this is about how valuable I am. And the fact that I can't acknowledge my value when I'm around this energy or these people or this presence or you know what I mean? Like it just like you can't. It's I don't know. So I feel like that's kind of the situation that you're dealing with, Cancers. Let's see what else we can get here for y'all. We have radiators in this building because it's an older building, which is great because it's cute, but like also it is really hot in here. I'm gonna go open my window really quick. I like to open the ones by the radiator. Okay. Yeah. Four of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Again, Cancers, it's this idea of like feeling like it's always the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, right? Like I really love this person, I really enjoy this person, but like when I'm around them, I don't feel like I'm enough, or you know, like I really love this person because they're funny and they're successful and they're this and this and that, but like you know, they talk over my head and they, you know, like they don't really listen, you know, like they ask me questions and then they're like in their phone having a conversation with someone who they find infinitely more interesting than me, you know, which is like fine, but also, you know, like, you know, like I feel like there's just this, like, this, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence and really wanting to move away from that and feeling like, I gotta get away from this, you know. All right. And I opened all of the windows. I have the oven on too, though, so that's probably not helping, but I really want a potato. All right, Cancer, let's see what else we got here for y'all. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe. This is the new attempt at a YouTube channel. I felt reinvigorated for it, and I'm very excited to do this again. So please, please, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. It would really, really help me to reach my goal. Okay, holy cow, we have a ton of cards here. Yeah, you know, Cancers, I really do kind of feel like there's just this idea of like you getting swept away in the need to really just kind of like let go of what was and really move into what needs to be, you know, it's just kind of like an energy, a momentum. I don't know, you know, just feeling like this is not for me. I know it's not for me. It's time for me to like release this into the ether, you know, like let what belongs to somebody else, let them have it. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like, ooh. um, and I think that you made a decision to really pull away from this situation. You know, the Emperor and the King, I mean, this is coming in with like a very serious decision. And, you know, I really do gotta feel, Cancers, that you guys are coming in with a very serious decision of like release from this toxic environment that just like isn't, you know, and going towards something that you really want. I mean, I feel like there's just this like out with the old, in with the new, you know, like, hey, fuck you too. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. You know, and that's not to say that this is all ending, you know, like with this like animosity or whatever, but it is just kind of this energy of like, you know what, I've learned my lesson. I know, you know, like I know what to expect when I'm around this person. You know, I know what reactions to expect. I know what, you know, like all of these things are, you know, and I really just like, I've been waiting for this to, like, it's been a long time coming, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't a surprise to anybody. You know what I mean? Or maybe it is. Maybe it's a surprise to that person. I don't know. I don't get the feeling that it is. I kind of feel like everybody was aware of what was going on. The Seven of Wands and the Knave of Wands. Yeah, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Some of my Cancers could be dealing with Cappies. The Devil in this deck especially is just bondage. It is that like gaslight energy. It's that I'm going to keep you tied to me, but I'm going to make sure that every chance I get, I'm going to make you feel like shit. You know what I mean? And Cancer, I feel like you, for a long time, probably fought him back and you were like, okay, shit for shit. Bring it, bitch. You know what I mean? And now you're like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with this anymore. I know that I have an opportunity to do something that like actually like is worth my time, is worth my energy. I feel like you guys are just releasing what is not for you. And I love that, Cancers. Okay, let's see what else we can get for my Cancers. The Apocalypse, yeah, the end, let it end, lift the veil, let's go ahead and really just kind of like call a spade, you know what I mean? I feel like this really is, Cancer is just kind of like this, like, let it come, let it end, I feel like there's just this, like leaning into death, you know what I mean? But like in the happiest way possible. Cancers, I do kind of feel like there's just like something that you have an opportunity that like you can't let pass you by on behalf of somebody who was just gonna not work. Whether it was somebody who really was kind of like a gaslighting, controlling, manipulative person, or if it was somebody who you just like you dealt with regularly and you were like, I don't know, this like person's not on my vibe. You know what I mean? Like it could be really big or it could be really, like not that big of a deal. It depends on my Cancer and how it resonates. But for a lot of my Cancers, I really do kind of get the feeling that this is a massive end, like a massive breaking away of something that's just been a long time coming that you're like, oh, like, thank God. Like, because you Cancer have skills and abilities and talents and thoughts and dreams and passions that I think this other person couldn't even, I don't even think that they could, I don't think they could wrap their minds around it. I think this person is kind of very, like chained to their reality. They were never going to be free to dream outside of their reality, and that's fine for them, but it's not for you. And I think that you're just like free from it finally. So yay, Cancers. I hope this resonates with y'all. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.